Okay, today we have an extra special guest for you. Former Women's Premier League Northern Division champion, two-time FA Women's National League Cup winner, two-time FA Women's National League Northern Premier Division winner, and an FA WNL Plate winner to add to that as well. She's made 327 appearances for the Reds, as well as playing for 3 years in the WSL alongside the likes of Mary Earps and Millie Bright. Record women's appearance holder in the Garibaldi, truly one of our own. Welcome, Lyndsey Harkin.
Oh, thank you. What an intro. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolute pleasure. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, just trying to get a bit of reality, I guess, now. It feels a bit like it's soaking in a little bit more now that we've finally done it. So, yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I mean, how are you feeling after Sunday? Sort of sum up the day for us then, if that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I got asked after the game, like, trying to put it into words a little bit, but I guess it's been such a long time coming. A lot of hard work's gone into it to get to this point. A lot of ups and downs over the years. It's been some really tough times at Forest over many years, but the way the club is now, it's so exciting to be a part of. And I think for us to finally get that promotion that we've all been wanting to have for so long, it was just such a special moment. And to hear the final whistle, I think my initial feeling was quite relief and just joy, really, like looking around and everyone was so pleased and running onto the pitch, like looking into the crowd and everything like that. So it was a great day. It was a great day all around for everyone, I think.
And the sunshine really helped, didn't it?
Oh, I know. It was almost too hot. I mean, to play in it was really quite warm, but it made the day really nice. That it was nice weather for the fans to enjoy it and stuff. So yeah, it was a perfect day, really.
Yeah, and I thought, despite the clash with Wembley, there was a really decent crowd in there as well. Could you hear the fans? Did it feel like a really nice sort of loud atmosphere when you're out on the pitch on Sunday?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think you definitely all brought your voices that day. It was really loud. I think a lot of people were on about the Wembley game. Obviously, I think we would have had a lot more fans there, but for people to go and experience Wembley was obviously really special as well. So the fans that came out were very loud for us, and we really appreciate them all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess yourself as a massive Forest fan, you probably would have been at Wembley yourself, wouldn't you, had it not clashed, I imagine.
Yeah, I'd love to have gone. Yeah, but obviously it was more important things for us at that point, so we had to be here and get the job done. And obviously we watched the game after that when we finally got into the room to sit down for a little bit.
Yeah, shame the lads couldn't do it, but at least you guys did, and it was a fantastic day. So how have you found operating a full-time model this season? Obviously, you personally having to juggle being a mum and having a full-time career. How have you felt that's gone this season for you?
I mean, yeah, it's not been easy, but it's been so enjoyable. I mean, it's been obviously working full-time as well as committing to Forest as well. It's what I love to do. Like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. Play for this club is amazing, and to wear the Garibaldi red every week and play for the club is amazing. So without the support from my family, I won't be able to do it though. Like, I know you've met Daniel a few times and the boys, so they're always there to support me, as well as my mum and dad and families on both sides. So without their support, I won't be able to do it. But yeah, I love playing for this club, so it's what I want to
do. Do your so the job that you do, are they quite supportive? They give you time off around sort of games, and that obviously Monday morning after the celebrations and everything. Did you have to go into work? Hopefully you didn't.
Well, but, I actually I texted my boss on Saturday. I shouldn't have done, and I said, "Look, I'm sorry, I've not booked the day off. I probably should have booked it off. But do you mind if I come in the afternoon and book the morning?" If he's like, "It's fine. Like, go and enjoy it, whatever. Yeah, come in." But then when I woke up on Monday morning, I actually felt fine. So I actually went in, and I think I was still on a bit of a high of just so like pleased that we'd done it. So yeah, I did go in on Monday. But overall, like, they've been so supportive. Like, they've come to watch me. They've allowed me to change my schedule at work to be able to fit into football. So yeah, without their support, again, it wouldn't be possible. So I'm forever grateful for what they've done for me.
That's real dedication. Still going in on Monday afternoon after you just won the league. I mean, that's.
I mean, it's a lot easier to go in when you've won. Trust me. Like, I've been there when you've lost the game on a Sunday and you've got a day of work ahead of you, and it's really difficult. But I think you've got that extra spring in your step when you win. So especially winning the league, it was extra special then.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine. So just delving a little bit back into the archives then. You were part of the Donny Bell squad that competed in the Women's Super League from 2011 to 2014, if I'm right. What were your memories of that period then? And can you tell us a little bit about the reasons that you left and you ultimately joined Forest?
Yeah, so the reason I went to Doncaster in the first place was that they got the WSL status and Forest didn't. Forest did apply for it and just didn't get it at that point. So I knew that I wanted to continue trying to play at the top level. And Doncaster was a great option for me with it being so local as well, and the setup that they had and the history at the club there. Signed a lot of good players, and my time at Doncaster was really enjoyable. I loved it there. It was very challenging. We always kind of picked up some very good results, but a lot of the time it was some tough results as well. Again, we've had a lot of good players there that have gone on to play for England. Obviously, Millie Bright, captain in England, and Mary Earps was there, and a lot of players, Beth England, players like that. So it was a special time. The reason I came back to Forest was because we just got promoted. So I don't know if you knew the story that we got demoted from the top league when Man City took our place.
Yeah, that you swapped places, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Before the season even started, we got told we were being demoted regardless of where we came in that league. So that was quite a tough time. So that year, the next year, obviously, we got demoted. And it's testing my memory now. I can't remember if we got promoted it's the straight away the year after or the year after that. But at the end of 2015 was when I left. It was still like the summer league sort of thing. And we just got promoted back into the top league. And for my family and for work and things like that, I decided I needed to move back home and sort of be back in the city in Nottingham, and it just worked best for me and my family. At the time, Ruben was only 4. We was getting married late in 2016, and just happened to be the right time, and I wanted to come back to Forest, so that's why I came back in the end of 2015. I think it was about November time.
Yeah. You know, saying they only get married. Is it true that you got married at Trent Bridge?
Yeah. The cricket ground, yeah.
Proper nuts, mate. Proper
I know.
nuts. I love that.
We're not even big cricket fans. We just loved the room there and the view and everything. It was really nice. So, and the sun was shining that day, so it was a perfect day.
Oh, perfect. Love that. So going back to you joining Forest again then. So how does the club compare from those early years to the way it looks now? If you can briefly sort of summarise.
Well, when I came back, I actually paid to play for Forest. That's how big it's changed. Wow. It was still very amateur, and there was a lot of volunteers within the club keeping it going. It's come on leaps and bounds since then, obviously. But without those guys' hard work in the early years, then who's to know that the club would be where it is today as well? You know, so it's credit to them for all the hard work over the years. But now obviously the support from the men and the chairman and the owner and everything within the club, it's really one club mentality now, and that's so special for young girls growing up in Nottingham to really feel that, you know, if they have aspirations to be a professional footballer, it is real now. Yeah. Like, we didn't have that growing up. We looked at the men's football and there was like Arsenal and things like that we used to watch, but now it's within our city, within the local community and everything. So yeah, it's come on massively since then, as has women's football in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. If you can see it, you can be it. And when you're at those games now at Forest and you just see all the young kids looking starry-eyed at you guys and having that interaction as well, it's just really, really lovely to see that they've got those role models to look up to, and they've got a pathway as well now that they can follow and follow their dreams, which I think is fantastic. So you're sort of paving the way for that. That must give you a real sense of pride.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's kind of, it still feels a bit surreal at times, because like, I go pick the kids up from school or something, and then the same people that wanted my signature on Sunday, I walk past them. So it's just like, I don't know, it's a bit strange, but it's so lovely to see their faces and how happy they are to see you. And when you're in your kit, like, they just adore you. Like, they idolise you. So it's amazing. So yeah, it's important for us to give back to those people that come and support us and have them aspirations. And like you say, if you can see it, you can be it. So it's important to do that.
Yeah. talking about one of your lads the other week, Ollie, who I do the pod with, he had a nice little story. Obviously, he's got Harkin 2 on his shirt, and he walked past your lad and he said, "My mum's got Harkin 2 on her shirt as well."
Oh,
It's just such a sweet. That must be so odd for them, but kind of familiar at the same time. It must be really lovely to see like their mum on people's shirts. How does that work? I mean, what's the kind of
I don't know. Like, it sounds like he don't even realise that he's got it because it's my name. I think he just thinks it's the same. Like, oh, you got the
right?
same name.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I don't know. I think they are very proud. I can tell when, do you know, when I come over to them after the games and stuff, they're so proud. And then my littlest tells a lot of people that I play for Forest and I'm the captain, and I could just be at the park and he's telling people. But they just love it. They support the club. They love coming to games, and all the support that they give is amazing. So yeah, they love being a part of it.
Yeah. So talking about being captain, amongst all the changes and the huge expectations that we've had this season, do you feel like your role has had to change at all?
I don't know about change. I'm not sure, but I would say that the experience that we've got within the team now is just excelled our leadership group. I think there's so much talent and so much experience within it. We've got a lot of natural leaders that lead in their own ways, and I think it's important to have many leaders within a team. I think that breeds a successful team if you've got leaders within it like that. So it's really special to be a part of this group. Like, the togetherness we've got is amazing. I think it's easy for people to say that when you're winning, but it's a genuine togetherness. Like, we've all got each other's backs, and I think that showed on the pitch this season when times were getting tough in certain games and things like that. So yeah, it's been important for that.
Yeah, that was really evident to see, just the way you had to really dig deep and grind out those results, I think. And it must be interesting as well, because obviously yourself and Kate and people like that, and you've got a lot of young faces in the squad. Do you feel like you had to sort of really step up and kind of use all your experience to sort of drive those results over the line and kind of, shepherd those kind of younger characters? Or was it just a case of, everybody's on the same page? You didn't really have to do that very much.
I think it's quite authentic in the way that it's done. Like, it's not. I don't necessarily think like, oh, I've got to be like this because they're young or anything like that. Because even the youngsters have got a voice too. But I think it's important that the authenticity and the genuinity around it is there, and it has been. Like, I know you mentioned to Kate about like team talks and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's got a voice, and
Yeah.
everyone can step into that when they feel is right, and that's what's been so special, that people have been like that and really stepped up to the plate. And yeah, it's the leadership group's very strong, and everyone within it as well. So yeah, it's been good.
So have you got a favourite moment then this season, other than like the cup final, obviously, well, promotion day?
I mean, there's been quite a few standout moments, haven't there, really? Obviously beating Derby. I know, like, there's nothing beats beating Derby. It's just it's so special to beat them, and like the way we did it, I think, yes, we were favourites going into that game, but they made it so tough for us, and going 1-0 down and then scoring so late and then getting the winner so late in the game. Like, nothing beats them sort of results, especially against your local rivals. I think beating Wolves 6-1 was a very, very good moment for the season. It was early on in the league like campaign, but it set a sort of marker a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
And then I think the rugby game here was quite a good one as well. That late winner, it was an important win as well. Like, in that 3-game week that was so tough. So yeah, there's been quite a few that I could pick out.
Yeah, that rugby game, that finale was just something special under the lights. Oh, I think that
Yeah.
was that game for me. Obviously, the Derby away game when it was really, really tense, and then the Stourbridge away was really good fun as well last week. I wanted to ask you just really, really quickly, like the Derby game, what was it like playing against Stegs this season? Because I know you guys have been very close over the years. So how was that? Just quickly.
Yeah, I'm still good friends with her, and I think I always will be.
Yeah.
She's a good mate. So I think when you step onto the pitch, though, you just focus on the game. Like, you try not to think about your friendships, and you just shake hands after and chat after. But obviously, she's a centre back. I was playing right back, so I didn't really come up against her necessarily, but yeah, I admire everything she's doing over there at Derby as well.
So obviously you've assumed like a right back role this season, a little bit different from previous seasons. How have you found that this season?
Yeah, do you know what? I've really enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't somewhere we expected that I'd play, or I expected that I'd play for quite a long time this year, actually. But obviously Cara got injured, and we had to kind of swap things around a little bit. I did used to play as a right back when I was younger, but it's been just quite a few years since I've played there. But once I'd sort of settled into it and found my bearings, I've just really enjoyed it, bombing forward and trying to get involved. And the other side of the pitch has been quite exciting. Still didn't get a goal though, but I tried.
Do you know what? We were so hoping on the last day that you would at least get on the score sheet. Talking about your role there and how you've adapted, I really hope he doesn't mind mentioning this, but Danny did compare you to Prime Cafu this season. Which I think
that's a bit over the top. Yeah. I think he was on about the Liverpool Feds game. I was on a bit of a mad one that game. Yeah, he kept saying it to me. It's silly.
That's really nice though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always your biggest cheerleader.
He is.
So from your point of view then, what impact have Amber and Carly had on the club? And do you think it makes an impact to have strong female leaders sort of steering the project? Now, I know, just as a side thing, I know you played with Amber, didn't you, when you were younger?
Yeah.
So you've kind of obviously come up together, done this sort of 360 kind of motion where you've ended up winning the league and the cup together, and that must be in itself a lovely little moment. So yeah, what's your feelings about the kind of the leadership roles behind the scenes and how it's sort of driven your success this season?
Well, they've played a huge part, obviously. The way they work together, the standards, and just like the vision they've had, and it's come to life. Like the players they've brought in, they was very keen on, which aligns with the way I feel, like bringing good people in, good players, but also good people. Yeah. And again, going back to that togetherness piece, like you can see it within the team that how genuinely nice these people are, but also very talented. So that was quite a big part of what they wanted for this team and the club. And you're right that strong females within football and the women's community is really important to see. And they're both very young, but they're both very experienced now, and they've got such a big career ahead of both of them, you know. So it's exciting to see like that they're at Forest and like pushing us forward. I've actually known Amber since I was a child, so we've kind of grown up together in and out, and then obviously played together a bit at Forest. So it's nice to kind of do that full circle. And we had a few pictures like with the trophies and stuff, the cup and then the league one. So yeah, it's just really nice that, and also a Nottingham person. Yeah. She's born and bred in Nottingham and a Forest fan. So how special for her to be leading this club and then also get them accolades as well. And in terms of Carly, like she's got so much talent and really set the standards for us, and the level of detail that she goes to for us is brilliant.
So what would you personally like your Nottingham Forest legacy to be then?
I don't know.
Big question, I know.
I don't know how to answer that. I always just try and just work my hardest and try and lead by example. And I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that. Hopefully happy memories and people see how genuinely much I care for this club and want to do well for it. So I guess I would like to say that, yeah.
I mean, I know I joked on Instagram, build the statue, but I do think you have, a huge legacy at this club, and you will be, whenever it is that you decide to retire, you will have a massive legacy and you will be remembered. So why not have a little Lino next to the Brian Clough statue, perhaps? But so just to end on then, who would you see as the next Lino? Wow. Either coming through the academies, or someone in the squad that you just feel is going to be the next leader that sort of takes the reins and leads this team on to further things.
To be honest, like I've said obviously previously, there's a lot of leaders within this squad already. I've come from obviously the youth setups and things like that, so I'm hoping there's some young girls that are in our academy right now and are looking at what we've achieved and really want to be a part of that. So hopefully that next talent's coming through and really want to play for this club and want to stay. If we keep pushing, maybe we can create that next talent to really lead us and go all the way through to the Super League is where we want to be. So that would be really special.
No, absolutely. We fingers crossed that's in our future at this club. Look, Lino, it's been an absolute pleasure. I could honestly talk to you all day, but I know you're a very, very busy woman. But I just wanted to say a massive, massive congratulations. And best of luck, mate, for whatever is next. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And yeah, good luck. Best of luck.
Thank you, Holly. And thanks so much for your guys' support this season. It's been phenomenal. So really appreciate it.
Thank you. No worries.